Hi guys, my name's Ben. I've been asked to look over the Butter and Egg Adventures website. The purpose of this video is to basically highlight any areas that are currently affecting your website performance. We're going to take a look at your SEO. We're going to give you a few pointers on what you can do to improve a couple of different areas. And we're also going to take a look at your competition. We're going to gain a rough insight into what works for them, maybe find some areas that they are perhaps neglecting and help you guys roadmap a strategy that will capitalize on that and get this website competing at the level that it deserves. So the video is going to be split over three different sections. So the first is going to be technical. The second is going to be your on-site SEO. We're going to give you a few pointers with that. And the final section will be your off-site SEO. So these are just things like local citation building and link building and how you can go about getting them. So if we start with the technical aspect first, so straight away, if you just look over here, I'm currently using Google Chrome to browse. So this is the Chrome bar, and this is an actual extension that is called Google Lighthouse. If you download this and put it on, it's completely free. It will allow you to run reports on your website, and you can look at what your competition are up to as well. It's a great little tool. It's completely free, and when you run a report on it, it will give you an SEO score, it will give you a site speed score, and these are all important issues that need to be quite high, especially if you want to stand a chance of competing against some of the more other successful, well-known websites. So I run a report earlier on. So straight away, when I tell you that these, it's a metric out of 100, you'll see that your performance is not great. So your performance, or site speed, if you will, is an incredibly important part when it comes to SEO. It's a ranking factor, and it is something that we would look to address straight away. Now, the good news is that this tool will not only show you why your performance is low, but you can also find out a little bit more information. Now, given that your website is on WordPress, the great thing about WordPress is that there is a plugin for pretty much everything. So I'm going to recommend two plugins now that I would like you to install. And once you've activated it and done the necessary, then you will see your performance scores increase significantly. If you follow everything else in the video, you'll also see your SEO score jump up as well, which is great. So the first one is Smush. That's S-M-U-S-H. This will optimize your images for you. Excuse me, I've got a bad throat. So it's an automated service. So what you do is you download your plugin, you activate it, and then you just optimize your images. It takes between 5 and 10 minutes. It's completely free. And whilst there is a paid version available, I think that the free one is more than enough to get you where you need to be. After you've done that, I want you to put on a plugin called WP Fastest Cache. Now, this is a caching tool, and it will help your website with regards to site speed. Again, it's really simple to use. Bang it on. Once you've done that, you can then run a Lighthouse report for yourself, and you will see that this score has jumped up significantly. The one thing I will say is just make sure that the any plugin that you download is compatible with your version of WordPress. So the next thing that we've done is we are in the process of creating you a PDF which shows issues on the site. The good thing about this tool, which is called SEMrush, is that the issues in question are laid out in a really easy to follow manner, and it also tells you how to fix them, which is great for you guys. So don't let this number here worry you too much. Most sites have quite a few warnings on them. You just address them when you get a chance, and more often than not, you can maybe spend a couple of hours just working your way through a few of them, and it can reduce it by hundreds and thousands at a time. The serious ones are highlighted in red and here, so I'm just going to go to the top one because you'll get an explanation on how to fix everything anyway. You can just scroll through them all, and it makes for quite interesting reading. So straight away, it shows here that 4 internal links are broken. Now, it's all the same link, but they're on 4 different pages. So what I'd like you guys to do is decide what you want to do with this. So if I click on this link, it takes you to this page. It's a 404 page, which is broken. So high ropes challenge courses. Now, I'm not too sure if you have content for this page. If you do, You just need to basically do the necessary, get this page live, just add your content and everything will be fine. If not, I would suggest that you 301 redirect it, and I would like you to do that to the adventure packages page. Obviously, if you have any questions with regards to this, just drop us a line. We're only too happy to help. On top of that, we've also used a program called Screaming Frog. So Screaming Frog is another auditing tool, and the reason why we use quite a few is because sometimes one tool can miss others, miss other issues. So we get a real good idea of what a website needs if we use 3 or 4 different tools. So the reason why we like Screaming Frog, which is also free by the way, is that it's got a really simple overview, and it's easy to use. You basically put your website in there, you click start, and then when it brings up the overview, it takes a few minutes, you can basically scroll down and it will highlight any issues on there. So for example, there we go, so your page titles, you've got 17 duplicates. Again, you can just go on and rectify them, because if you click on it, it will give you the actual page. So you've got 87 missing meta descriptions, you've got 13 duplicates. In fact, I'll show you that. I don't know why I didn't show you that on the first instance, but so here you go. I mean, some of these aren't majorly important, but it's just the more you can do to make sure that your website is effectively watertight, the better your rankings are going to be. Now, this comes to you in a spreadsheet, but it will have all the information that you need on there. So this, like others, will be sent over to you with the video as well. On top of that, whilst we're on the SEO pointer section, I think that what I'd like you to do is to redo a lot of your titles and a lot of your meta descriptions. You need to make them more appealing. So for example, for the term ziplining Alabama, you will see that Lake Guntersville Zipline is the top company that ranks. I mean, you do have TripAdvisor ranking above everyone, and that's going to be difficult to rank above, but obviously with time and providing you're active on your blog and you're adding content and you're doing everything that we suggest in this video, you will be able to, compete with TripAdvisor. So, Lake Guntersville. Straight away, you can see that the meta description: experienced the most amazing zip lines in Alabama, designed, constructed, and operated by American Adventure Park Systems, world leader in safe. Straight away, this has got my attention. If we scroll down to yours, then straight away, it's just, it's not really appealing. Home to 23 zip lines, more than any other place in Alabama. We have a zip line only package which contains 10. I think you really, really want to improve your click-through rate. Make that as appealing as you can. Include the keyword that you're targeting within your title and your description. And I think that as well will help bring more traffic to the site. Now, whilst we're on this page, I just want you to notice this. So your domain /ziplines is the page that ranks for it. So let's bring you to this section here. So this is the page in question that ranks for the term. Now, the reason why this isn't ranking higher is because there is another page, Adventure Packages Ziplines Alabama. This page in itself is cannibalizing. So you've got 2 pages that are confusing Google that could both rank for the same term. My advice is to condense these 2 pages into one. Improve the meta content, make sure your images have alt text, and make sure that your frequently asked questions are marked up in schema, because that will really, really strengthen everything. And I think that once you've done this alone, I think that you will rank in the top 3, especially when you look at that Lake Guntersville. In fact, let's bring them up now. Well, there we go. So Lake Guntersville, so their website isn't secure. So having an SSL, it's a simple issue of credibility. This The fact that you have that and they don't is, let's just say, it's a point scored in the eyes of Google. I think once you address some of the on-site issues that I've mentioned, I think you're really going to benefit. Again, one of the things that I noticed with the blog, it's great that you're being active on the blog. I can see that it's something I think that was started in November. But if we click on one of the latest blogs, then one of the things that I'm a fan of doing is when we're writing about a particular service or product, or in your case activity, this is a cool blog, but I would link to the page in question. Now, I don't know whose website this is, but if you click any of these links, it takes you to a different website. And if there is an opportunity for you to create a really cool page that ties with this blog, you can use the blog to link to it, and it's great for putting out on social media, because when people are on, it'll improve user experience as well. So there's quite a bit that we can look to improve there. So this is a tool that we use, and this ties in with looking at some of your competition. It ties in links and basically different ways that you can use link building to help improve ranking. So I wanted to look at your website and compare it against Lake Guntersville Zipline, purely because they rank quite well. So straight away, you have a stronger homepage and you have a stronger domain as a whole than Lake Guntersville. So your domain rating is quite important. So what we would look to do is see what we can do to improve that. Now, the things that we've mentioned previously to this will definitely help you outrank your competition. But we would look to have a look at your links. So, for example, you've got quite a few links here, and this tool is quite a snob. So obviously links that fall within the 0 to 10 and 11 to 20 category, they're okay. But if we can get better links and maybe use content marketing ideas to achieve this, then you're going to see a huge jump. So straight away, if we go and have a look at your backlinks, okay, then straight away here, and I'll be able to send you this separately, you have a list here of all your links. And what we do is I go through these and we make sure that any link on there that comes through is decent. If there's anything that looks spammy, we would look to, it's called disavow. And that's basically where you tell Google to ignore the link, because sometimes, people can link out naturally. They might link from a blog or whatever, and it might not be the best website to have linking to you. But again, if that's something that you would like us to look at, that's a service that we offer. You just need to contact us. But I'm going to send all of this information to you. You can compare this to, say, Lake Guntersville. So when I have a look at some of their links, especially when it comes to better quality ones, they've actually got one more than you, but that one more could be all the difference. So if we look at their link profile, they've got it looks like they've got some quite strong sites linking to them. Again, you would go through each one of these. And the great thing is that you can do is if you find something, a really good site, a strong site that links to Lake Guntersville, have a look at the link. It might be that they're linking to something on the blog. You can reach out to the actual website. Just drop them an email and just say, hi, I've seen that you've linked out to Lake Guntersville, and it might be a blog, for example. It might be the five benefits of ziplining. We've seen that you've linked out to this blog maybe a couple of years ago. We've done a newer blog. It focuses on the 10 benefits of ziplining. Would you be interested in linking out to ours? Here's the information. It's just little things like that, and it can help get more links coming to the site. And obviously, the more quality links that you build, the stronger the domain, the better the rankings, and you will be seen as an authority. So there's quite a lot that we're going to be sending you separately. That the short snippets of information I'm giving you in this video will make a lot more sense. Another tool that you can use, which is really helpful, is a tool called Bright Local. This will help build citations, which are directories, and it will really help with your local presence. What you would do is you would sign up to Bright Local. I can't go into it too much with this because obviously it's got information based on other companies, but you will go in, you will add your website as a location, and then what it will allow you to do is look over every citation that you are currently on. Now, 9 times out of 10 you can find yourself with duplicate listings, so you're able to clean everything up and control it from here. You can put yourself on 75, 100, 200 different directories if you want to. There is a cost to it. It's not expensive. I think it works out, for 60 citations, it works out around $75. But once you do that, that will really help strengthen your domain, your local presence, and your rankings. I'd say as well, keep on with trying to incentivize getting reviews as well. There's quite a lot to take in when it comes to it, but I'm hoping that this video has shed a little bit of light on things. The information that I'm going to send that comes with this video will really make sense. So it's just make sure that you follow the information that we put within the PDFs and everything else, and your website is really going to do well, we feel. Hope all is well. Let us know how you get on with everything, and obviously if you do have any questions, just feel free to give us a call. Thank you.